Do you realize that there has been someone connected to you, whether if it was a marriage, you dated them, they were friends or family, but this one individual, or maybe it was more than one individual, but you being around that person, you always felt depleted. You never had tunnel vision. You could never move forward. You always felt like your life was completely stuck. Right? It's like being around this person, you just had fog completely surrounding you. You didn't know where you were going. You didn't know where you were going to end up. You didn't even know your starting point or your ending point, right? Like you were just completely confused, right? And this person being connected to you, being attached to you consistently, it really caused you to not be able to step into your greatness. All right. And here's the thing. I want you to really think about your spiritual awakening. All right. So take a trip down memory lane with me really quickly, right? Not to resurface any wounds or anything like that, but think back to that time and how you felt. How did it make you feel? What was your life like during that time? And then think about it right now. Think about your transformation. All right. You had to go through this monumental shift, this energetic shift in your life in order for you to step away from that fog so that way you could have tunnel vision. And family, remember, your presence is extremely strong. Like there's people that you completely just attract them to you because they need your light. And then you have people that are trying to dim your light. And most of the time, the people that have been in your inner circle, the person that you've dated or married, all right, it was a toxic relationship. It was a toxic individual. They dimmed your light. You were never, ever, ever able to move forward. But here's the beautiful thing about this. You going through your awakening, even though it was a hard and traumatic, maybe a sensitive and emotional time in your life, all right, it caused you not only to break free, but now this person or these people are completely miserable. A lot of people are going to put up a front for you, family, right? Don't believe everything you see on social media, right? They may be putting things up to make you jealous, to make you, get into your feelings and into your emotions and everything like that. But behind closed doors, behind enemy lines, they are absolutely, absolutely miserable and they're going through it. They're really, really going through it, chosen one. And you don't have to do anything. This is why you don't have to wish for people's downfall. You don't need to pray against people. You don't need to say anything. You don't need to do anything. You just need to build up the courage to walk away so that way you can step into your light. So that way you can step into your life. So that way you can step into your higher calling and into your purpose. You were never meant to be this small. And people reduced you to their level. They reduced you to be so small to make you feel like that you were absolutely nothing. Okay, so your transformation right now is so imperative that you have to keep going. You have to keep on keeping on. You got to keep pressing through no matter what you're going through, right? Because the relationships and the connections that you have it's very monumental to your life and moving forward. Okay, remember, you are the average of the 5 people that you hang around. So if you are in a group of people that are just low lives, they're not doing anything, they're poor, like not like poor, but I'm saying like they have like a poor mindset. Maybe they're just, it's just toxic. It's draining. It's just a whole bunch of negative energy. If you're around that, that's exactly what you're going to bring in as well. I mean, I guess if you're poor too, you could say the same thing, right? If you want to live a life of abundance, right? And not just like monetary wise, but a life of abundance, health, wealth, and everything. You have to surround yourself around those people. So your relationships and your connections plays a major role in your spiritual journey. A major role. You breaking free from these connections that was in your past that had fog all around them. This is what's making your transformation even that more powerful, because pay close attention to this. There have been times where you have been, in that relationship, in that marriage, whatever it is, and you never knew your full potential. Whoo, come on. Someone drop those comments down below. Let me know. Right? You probably never realized how many new ideas you were going to have. You never realized your full potential and how creative you were because they were what? Always dimming your light, always telling you that you were not capable, that you were not able, and that you didn't have what it takes to actually get those things done. You see, God blessed you with a plethora of gifts, a plethora of talents, chosen one. You are the black sheep of your family. You are the one that is extremely different. You are the one that goes against the grain. You are the one that asks a lot of questions. You think society is rigged. Right? You know that we're in the matrix. You know that we're being lied to. Now that you can see through the illusions and you can see how people have really hurt you and have really let you down and disappointed you, that's something that you no longer want for your life. You do not see yourself actually hanging around these type of people any longer. And what's making this so absolutely amazing for you is that now you are stepping into the life that you're supposed to create, and you are surrounding yourself with the right people. And having yourself surrounded with the right people, man, it changes everything. All right. It literally absolutely changes everything. Going back to what I had to say about, you don't have to do anything, right? You just need to be you. Right? You were not meant to be that person. When you were in that connection, you were in that relationship, whatever, right? You was a completely different person, right? You changed, right? You acted differently, you walked differently, you talked differently. Like, these people just completely reduced you, right? And just really limited you to who you were meant to become. 444 just drove by, right? So this is a message for you, family. All right, lock it in. I'm trying to tell you, if you want to grow, if you want to get better, if you want to see your life get into, step foot into the life that you want to really step foot into, you have to pay attention to the people that you are surrounded with, and do not reopen the door, right? I don't know who needed to hear that part. That's just what I'm hearing right now. Do not reopen the door. Do not reopen the door, right? Remember, it's fall, winter season right now. For those of you that's in fall or winter season, people are going to come back around. They're going to come back around. They're going to miss your presence. Right? Remember, your presence is extremely strong. You bring something so bright to these people, but your absence is extremely stronger. Why is that, Coach Kev? Your absence is stronger because they no longer have that level of access to you. They can no longer just hit you up. They can no longer just text you when they want. They can no longer call you and they know that you'll be there for them. They no longer have the code. They no longer have the key. They no longer have it. So your absence is strong. And when they realize that it's no longer there, remember, people don't know what they had until it's gone. Someone comment that down below, right? They really don't know what they had until it was gone. And the fact that you now went through your awakening and you decided to wipe your hands with the situation and walk away from certain people, walk away from situations, walk away from environments that were toxic to your life. And even though you had to sacrifice a lot, right? You sacrificed your time, you sacrificed your energy, you sacrificed your resources, you sacrificed attention to other people and gave it to someone else. You did a lot of sacrificing, and it caused you to be drained, completely drained. But now your life has changed. You flipped the script. So you have to give yourself a round of applause, because it's causing you to attract the right people, connections, your soul family right into your life. Everyone that needs to be surrounded around you. And you taking your power back is what completely flipped the script on these people, right? You were never meant to stay over there, chosen one. You were never, ever, ever, ever meant to stay over there, but you had to go through it because you had to learn a lesson. Something had to be taught to you. Right. So think about your journey, right? Go back down memory lane and think about all the times and the things that you had to go through in order to get to where you are currently today. Right. Many of you have come up with new ideas. You started businesses. You're doing things differently. You're walking differently. You're talking differently. You got up and moved away. Like, everything about this new version of you is absolutely phenomenal and amazing. And you couldn't have been more grateful for the things that you had to go through. People are going to be punished for the way that they treated you because you have such an amazing heart. Right? Because you are such a great person, because you are always willing to help. You're always willing to, give a helping hand to other people. But also, God said, don't be a fool for nobody. So you also know not to reopen the door, because what's going to happen if you reopen the door, family? Someone drop it down below. Let me know. Y'all talk for me right now. What's going to happen if you reopen that door? You already know, family. You're going to go 10 steps backwards, 20, 30, 40, 50 steps backwards, back to surrounded by fog and not having that tunnel vision. When you follow your purpose, and when you follow, literally your higher calling, your life is going to be easier. And it's going to be, well, I don't want to say easier, but it's going to be beautiful, right? There's going to be just a range of things that's going to show up, which I call the stepstones of blessings, right? Amazing things, events, happenings, opportunities, new connections, new relationships, new friendships, right? New love, new home, new car, new money, like new business ideas, traveling all the time, helping people consistently, just extremely happy and at peace at the same time. You have to remember, you see, back in the day, you were never at peace. You wasn't at peace with yourself because you were allowing for yourself to stay in that situation, and you didn't know why you couldn't walk away from it. But now that you have gained the strength, now that you have gained more wisdom, now that you have gained the knowledge and you have gained this courage to actually step up, pack your bags, walk away, say I'm done, and to never look back and to never open the door, this is what's causing your transformation. So listen, if you have someone in your life, or maybe you have a friend, maybe you know a friend that's with someone, that's dating someone, and you know that person is not good for them. Obviously, at the end of the day, people can make their own decisions, but because you like to help people, share this video out with somebody that needs it. All right, maybe you have a child. All right, maybe your son or your daughter is dating somebody that they shouldn't be, and they're going to lead them down the right path. Show them this video right here. People will completely keep you in their energetic field because they want you to live their life while gaining access and benefits to the things that you have. You might have connections to other people, right? You have connections to maybe people at certain clubs and restaurants, and you have people that work at certain stores and they always give you discounts and stuff like that. People will use you for that stuff. They will completely use you just to get that level of access that you currently have. And it will drain you, family, if you allow for these things to continue to happen in your life, right? Which means when someone always calls you, let's say you're working on a project, you're working on something, and somebody calls you up or texts you, hey, I need this for you, please, 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 please. And you're always willing to be there for them. You're always willing to be available, right? What do you think is going to happen? Drop it down below in the comments. Y'all talk for me again. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to do it consistently. They're going to do it every single chance they can, because now they have no respect for your time. Because what? Because they know that you don't even have respect for your own time. Don't give that away freely. These people will walk all over top of you. So moving forward onto the beautiful side of your awakening, the great things that are happening, the amazing testimonies that you're going to share and that you're going to have, is that the way people treated you, right? And it was bad. It was bad. The way people treated you, trust me, they're going to get theirs. And they're living a miserable life right now, but they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to show you that. They don't want you to absolutely think that, but you don't have to do anything, because you'll literally hear it from the streets. You'll hear it from their family. Oh, so-and-so is not doing good without you. Ever since y'all broke up, ever since you got the divorce, ever since your friendship didn't last, ever since you moved out of the house, whatever that looks like. Ever since that happened, things have been going downhill for them. They've been more angry. They've been drinking more. They've been doing this more. They've been doing that more. Their life is in shambles. Can you talk to them? Can you help them? You see, that's just another spirit trying to pull you right back in. Don't fall for it. Whatever you do, do not open that door. All right. So listen, if you want transformation, if you want to see your life get better, it really starts with you. Number one, you have to do the inner work, but you also have to walk away from things that are no longer serving any purpose in your life. All right. You can't move forward if you don't graduate from the lesson. Okay, family. So you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to, like I said, you don't have to pray against people. You don't have, no matter what you've been through. All right. And I know a lot of people hurt you, and it may feels like you want to get revenge on them and everything like that, but don't retaliate. Don't do anything. Just sit back, walk away, and focus on you. Focus on your growth. Focus on where you're trying to go in your life. You don't have to do anything at all, because these people are miserable without you. Remember, your absence is extremely powerful, and people can feel your absence. And before you know it, these people will try to come back into your life. They'll try to re-enter somehow, some way, whether if it's their own way, just picking up the phone, calling you, texting you, DMing you, or through the means of other people, right? Like their family members or friends trying to figure out what you're up to. Okay. When you finally said yes to yourself and no to them, is the moment their life changed as well, because now they're struggling, not having that level of access to you and not really knowing they can't control you anymore. They lost control. The manipulation is gone. They can't do whatever they want. They can't talk to you any type of way that they want. And they thought they had you completely wrapped around their finger, but you said no, because your awakening was monumental. Your awakening was supposed to happen. Your awakening was meant for you to step into the next version of your life, so that way you can help other people. Right? A lot of people are going through, they're struggling, man. They're really struggling out here in the world. And that could be struggling financially, struggling with relationships, struggling at their job, struggling just in general with depression, with anger, with different emotions, right? But you are meant to help other people. So while you were struggling over there in that connection, something needed to happen so that way you could break free, so that way you could help other people. This is why you are the chosen one of your family. This is why you're breaking generational curses, right? Maybe there was a generational curse in your family of that energy, just toxic, negative, hateful, angry, demonic, and disgusting energy consistently over and over and over and over again. You saw it consistently throughout your life. You got stuck in that energetic loop yourself, but you are the one that is breaking that. You are the one that is breaking the generational curse. You are the one that is setting the new foundation of how it's supposed to be. This is why it's beautiful. This is why your transformation is powerful. And this is why you have to move forward with purpose, intention, and clarity, and watch how everything will begin to shape in your life as you continue to do this. All right. So don't reopen the door, family, no matter what you're going through. All right. No matter if they're trying to come back. If you want to actually change in your life, if you actually want to see a monumental shift happen, it starts with your relationships and with your connections and the inner work that you're doing. All right. Remember, if you're hanging around negative people, that's all you're going to get. All right. And it's going to make your life even more draining as you continue to move forward. Okay. So listen, I don't know who needed to hear this message today, but I hope this message resonated with you. If it did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up right here. I love you all to life, man. Happy holidays. I hope you all are having a great week and you're feeling well. You're ready to just push through no matter what you're experiencing, no matter what you're going through in your life. Man, just the stories that you all share with me in the comments and how your life is transforming and how you're actually getting better because you made a decision to walk away. You made a decision to actually do this. You took a leap of faith and things are moving forward. Things are happening. When you do this, you're going to see the breakthroughs. You're going to experience the breakthroughs. Okay. So just keep trusting the process, keep going, keep believing in yourself. Don't reopen doors for people that were toxic and trying to pull you down, and things are going to happen for you. Right. So remember, surround yourself, with like-minded people. Find your soul tribe. Your vibe is your tribe. All right. And if you're here today, you might have loved the vibe here. I love you back. Come on over and join my private school community. I would love to have you there. I'm going through a massive revamp right now, working on that because I want to bring something extremely special to you all. I want to make sure that you are receiving the transformation that you need and that you are surrounded by other chosen ones, other people that are like-minded, that are on the same journey as you and that are also looking to transform and move forward and get better. All right. So you'll find the link down below in the description and also in the comments below. All right. So listen, you all have an amazing day today. Continue to press forward, continue to be the best version of yourselves. Don't forget to turn on your bell notifications for more videos to come, and I'll see y'all soon in the next video. Peace.